that technology has been advancing rapidly, from box TVs to flat TVs, from telephones to touch phones. So if you're a kid born in the 90s, you're gonna say, wow, time flies. First of all, the internet has become accessible. It's everywhere. It's like air. Some people metaphorically breathe it. Because the internet connects people from distances, it's somehow an extra limb to the human body. Before, we have those black and white cell phones, like the Nokia 3310, Alcatel, and so on. Also, Space Impact and Snake were the only games played. Today, you have your Android, Apple iGadgets, Windows, Samsung phones, portable PCs, Google Glasses, and let's not forget the Xbox and the PS4. Children tend to prefer an easier and comfortable way to entertain themselves, so they demand these high-tech toys to play games, and cry when it's taken away from them. So the question is, does these advanced gadgets make kids of today smarter?
A child's experiences during the earliest years of life have a lasting impact on the architecture of the developing brain. Genes provide the basic blueprint, but experiences shape the process that determines whether the child's brain will provide a strong or weak foundation for all future learning behavior and health. During this important period of brain development, billions of brain cells, called neurons, send electrical signals to communicate with each other. These connections form circuits that become the basic foundation of brain architecture. Circuits and connections proliferate at a rapid pace and are reinforced through repeated use. Our experiences and environment dictate which circuit and connections get more used. Connections that are used more grow stronger and more permanent. Meanwhile, connections that are used less fade away through a normal process called pruning. Well-used circuits create lightning-fast pathways for neurosignals to travel across regions of the brain cells. Simple circuits form first during a foundation for more complex circuits to build on later. Through this process, neurons form strong circuits and connections for emotions, motor skills, behavioral control, logic, language, and memory during the early critical period of development. With repeated use, these circuits become more efficient and connected to other areas of the brain more rapidly.
Tablet. Yes, iPad. Tablet.
Opo. Laptop, cellphone.
Opo.
Ilang taon ka nung una kang nagkaroon ng gadget?
Nung grade 6.
4 years old po.
2 hours. Play Minecraft. Check my FB. I don't know.
You don't know, but you spend a lot of time.
Umaabot ng hanggang minsan 8 hours, minsan.
Pag wala pong pasok, 20 hours.
Okay. 20 hours. Pag may pasok.
Pag may pasok po, 8. Madaling araw po ako.
Ano yun? In between ng classes or after mo gawin lahat ng requirements?
Minsan po, pag po na-addict ka or may gusto panoorin sa YouTube, nalilimutan ko pag gawin mga homeworks.
Ano yung videos na pinapanood sa YouTube?
Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
Grayson Chance.
8 hours was 8 or 7 hours, mga ganun po.
Ano, regularly kahit may pasok?
Ay, hindi po. Pag may pasok po, 4 hours.
4 hours. Ano yung usual na ginagawa mo sa gadget?
Naglalaro po ng mga games sa PS1.
Noon yun. And
Opo.
ngayon,
Ngayon po, minsan nag-Flappy Bird, Temple Run 1, 2, Candy Crush.
Kaunti lang po. Kasi baka sa pagkalaki mo, may isip mo na palagi ang paglalaro. Yes, because I like to draw.
Nakakatulong po.
in what way?
Mas mabilis po yung process. Kunwari po sa research. Mas madali po. Tas hindi po boring pag nag-research.
May oo na may hindi. Mabilis nga po ang process kapag nag-google or something. Pero yung hindi ko naman nakakatulong, yung paglabo ng mata ko.
Siguro po hindi. Kasi po, hindi pa naman po bagay sa mga ganong edad yung magka-gadgets. Kasi, parang masyado pa silang bata. Hindi pa nila alam kung gaano, kunwari, yung value noon. Tapos sisirain na po nila yung ganon. Tapos, hindi naman po yung nakatulong sa pag-aral nila. Opo, tsaka makakasira naman tayo, bata kasi.
On behavior tayo, was there a time na naglaro ka ng RPG game? Example, yung brutal na game, tapos kinaya mo siya?
Ay, hindi po.
Wala. Meron kang mga nilalaro or napapanood na ginagaya mo? Na-adapt mo yung mga meron.
Do you agree that at the age of 3, a child should own his or her own gadget to play with?
I don't agree. There are more important characteristics or competencies that the child should develop at the age of 3.
Sa tingin niyo po ba nakakabuti yung gadget sa brain development ng child?
It depends on the gadget and it depends on what they play with. Diba? Sometimes, more often pala, they play with the violent games, isn't it? And that's not good for the children. Buti pong educational game.
So, ano po sa tingin niyo yung mas magandang method of teaching saka yung gamit sa school?
Actually, there are advantages and disadvantages, diba? Maganda yan kasi hindi bulky, diba? Not like books, you carry them and they're very heavy. Yan, isang ganyan lang yan. So, yun ang advantage niya. And then, ano pa? Yun nga, easily accessible. Nandiyan na kasi. Kaya lang, children tend to be lazy. Kasi nga, yan eh, diba? Hindi katulad ng mga bata noon, nakikipag mag-research, mag-ganito, go to the library. Yung mga bata noon, bibigyan mo ng kahoy. Pwedeng kahit maging ano yung kahoy, di ba? Pwedeng maging magic wand, pwedeng maging kahit anong tool through their imagination. Ngayon, bigay na lahat, nandiyan na lahat sa computer. Wala na yun. Hindi na creative yung bata, hindi na resourceful, hindi na imaginative, hindi na na-develop yung kanyang critical thinking siguro. So, yun siguro dapat ang isipin ng mga gumagawa niya. Huwag masyadong bigay lahat. Para may iisipin naman yung bata.
In the early stages of childhood, only the cognitive side of the brain will be affected if a child normally plays his or her gadget. Since they grew up watching the television and playing computers and different gadgets, they tend to isolate themselves. That leads to problems related to their social skills. That's why kids these days are introverts. Regardless of the gadgets, the smarter generation depends on its environment. Partly, the gadgets help, but we should not let them focus on that. The intelligence of someone doesn't depend only on the gadgets used.